How was at the time? Because like when you were coming up, you were getting a whole bunch of comparisons to Future, and then Future had a few tweets. I think you had a few tweets back and forth, and then. If I'm not mistaken, Future like kind of dropped a song where he was kind of like subliminally dissing you with the he think you won a Grammy, right? He was kind of saying that you thought you won a Grammy because you were excited about when you perform.
Okay.
So were you influenced by Future when you first came out? Like, did he have an impact on your style?
Honestly, his Future music was ringing off. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna say like I haven't heard of him. Nah, like I think Future was a cool artist and stuff like that. It's just like I just have my own style. You feel me? When I just start rapping in my cadence, it just start we have this comparison that just start coming up, and it's cool. You feel me? It's pretty cool to me to be even compared to somebody that dope.
It's a tricky position to be in if you're a rapper and your voice just kind of naturally sounds like somebody else who's already huge. It's like a weird decision of like exactly how you want to play your career from there, because you could like intentionally go out of your way to like change your voice. I guess there's like a lot of people who do that kind of shit at that time. But do you feel like you ever intentionally were like trying to sound like him, or was it just a coincidence?
Nah, just a coincidence. When I heard it the first time, I was like, wow, this sounds like something that's on the radio. You feel me? I was surprised myself. You feel me? And then I was just like, I'm just gonna just keep going and just make this lit. You feel me? Whatever he's doing, I just hope. When it's like me and his stocks, you feel me? It's like when he's up, I'm up, you feel me? So like I just like to keep him up,
But do you feel like, because I feel like you're a person who's like kind of all about positivity, and you seem like you don't ever really want to dwell on shit that's negative, but there you are like early on in your career where you're in a position where you're being compared to a legend / having the legend kind of taking shots at you, and it's like, automatically you have like a big crossroads right there. Like, are you going to get down in the dirt and do battle with somebody who clearly has like a gigantic fan base, or are you going to just try to take the high road and just like ignore it or whatever? Like, what was your thought process on that at the time?
Just ignore it and keep going. You feel me? I'm young. I still got many years in the game. I'm only 27 years old, so it's just like it's plenty more. It's plenty more that's going to happen.
And you got to like pick and choose your battles in rap music, like we watched Drake kind of like duck the Kendrick smoke for like 10 years, and then he finally got into it, and it probably ultimately wasn't the best idea. I remember like early on when Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine were going at it, that like 6ix9ine was like the smaller artist, and he was like really, I remember seeing him like really hold back on dissing Trippie because he knew that Trippie's fan base was so much bigger, and then once he got bigger than Trippie, it was all out war because he and realize like he had the fan base to actually do it. But in rap, if you're like the new kid, battling with the big dog is like it could either work out like incredibly well for you, or it could just kind of hinder your career from real early on.
Word, seriously, word. I don't have no fear. Designer's here, and really just just really want to just deliver.
Did you and Future ever run across each other and have a conversation after all these years?
We had one conversation. In the past. Actually, we wanted to make some moves. Me and Future wanted to make some moves, but me and Kanye was already in the middle of making moves, so it couldn't happen.
As in, like, he wanted to sign you or something?
Word, we wanted to make some moves, word.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy, right? It would have been like Lil Wayne embracing Young Thug, because like Lil Wayne didn't embrace Young Thug, and Young Thug kind of like started to like kind of fall back from like fucking with Wayne. So did you feel a way that Future didn't embrace you at first?
Nah, Future embraced it. He embraced it at first. I just had my own movement going on with Kanye. It was just so hot that it was going on. It was just like, yo, who you, not comparing and saying that anybody's bigger, but Kanye is a legend to me. I looked up to Kanye since I was a kid, since if you wonder, and
So, but you said he embraced it at first. Was it because he was dissing a little bit? So did he start dissing after you signed with Kanye and then signed with him?
Like if you had signed with Future, it would have been all good.
He started.
But then also like when he was probably trying to sign you, it's not like he knew this was going to become the biggest fucking song in the world, and that everybody was going to be saying that it sounded like him. Like he didn't necessarily know it was going to get to that level.
Word, you feel me?
Which is, it's interesting you mentioned Thug, because Thug is somebody that has signed 1 million artists, and a lot of those artists sound like a lot like him. Rest in peace, Lil Keed, Lil Got It over the years, Gunna, etc. Like a lot of those people, you could have, like, Thug could have looked at them and said like, nah, I don't want to with him because he sounds like me, but instead Thug seemed like he was always down to bring people in and try to develop them.